morning or afternoon.
Whatever it is, wherever you are.
Yeah, wherever you are.
Have a good interval of time.
Exactly.
Charlie, I'm glad I discovered you on all the various media
Yeah.
channels we have.
Yeah, well, because of your the Mattermost thing, I downloaded the app again. So thank God I have it now on my phone. And I'm very interested in I followed your post about the LIDA thing, so I'm very interested in what other people say. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I really hope it's getting improved. Ian Walls just sent me a message saying that he had put in a patch or whatever and fixed it so it doesn't log people out now. And that's going to be a big plus.
Yeah, I was talking to Georgette. I forget which library she's at, but she said that it doesn't do that for them anymore. And yeah, she talked to Ian and he fixed it for her. So yeah. We're planning on moving to Lida, so that's why I'm very interested in it.
It's having some growing pains, but they're working on it. It was a long time coming that they had it on the back burner, and I think enough people had finally complained about it, some of its instability, that they decided it was worth investing a little bit in it.
We're excited. We're moving from My Libro, so we're ready for Lida at this point.
Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today?
Doing well.
Yep, doing well. I'm here more. I'm still working at the desk, so I'm just going to pretty much observe today
Sounds
and
good.
listen.
John, you emailed the list, right?
Yes, and I figured it out. I was missing a line from my bash config.
Oh, okay.
So I followed the instructions too closely.
I've done that before. Hello, Paul. Hello, Adam.
Hi.
So welcome to the March koha-US Baby Dev Special Interest Group meeting. One of the things that we're gonna do today, if it works for Jason, is QA follow up the bug that we did last time. Does anyone have any questions about Koha testing Docker, or have any trouble spinning one up, or need help with that? I know we have a couple of folks who haven't been to Baby Devs yet.
I think I joined the first one, but I believe I downloaded it. Now I just have to. Yep, no, I see it. Okay.
Sounds good. You'll probably have to pull a new version because there's been some changes. But if you get into the terminal in the directory and KTD pull, that'll be a good start. Jason, is your box up to date?
As far as I know, I did polls and stuff this morning, so
Okay.
and it spun up, so I think I'm okay.
Okay. So do you remember what that bug number was?
Yeah, I have it pulled up. 36455.
So last time we went through and Jason changed the default hold queue link to our logged in library. So that's one fewer click for most libraries and no more clicks for libraries that still want to select things. But we forgot that there's 2 places. So do you want to share your screen, Jason?
Sure. This.
Cool. So when there's, yes, double pause. When we have a QA follow-up like this, where we don't really need to change what you already did, what we'll want to do is do like a new branch. Well, I guess you might still have your old branch. I'm not sure.
No, I think no, because we didn't do it in a branch, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah. So I would do a new branch, which would
Okay, so I
be,
need to open a new thingy and do the
Oh, yeah.
KTD shell thing, right?
yes,
So dash shell.
KTD, not KDT.
We're off to a good start.
Yep.
It's the curse of watching people watching
Yeah.
me type.
Oh
Exactly. So then if you do git checkout space dash capital B, I don't know if the capital is important on that one. And then whatever you want to call it. I usually call it like bug number, all one word. So like 36455.
like that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then oh, we probably should have made sure main was up to date before we did that. If you git checkout main and then git pull. I know it says it's up to date, but sometimes it says that when I check out main and then still has a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
I think if you change back to your branch, which would just be git checkout bug, and then if you tab, it'll autofill. And then git pull. I think it'll just pull from main. No. If you do git pull origin / main.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh.
Do
It might be. Oh,
do,
yes, Paul.
do a git remote -v.
Like that.
Yeah. All right, that's good. And try in the chat I posted the convention that is commonly used in the Zoom. It's essentially what Lisette just said, but I didn't see whether you actually tracked the right branch. It's git checkout -b bug _ bug number and then origin / main.
Oh, so that's specifically make a branch that starts from origin main.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But will that work since I already have a branch called bug 36455?
No. But
I
the
didn't think so.
convention is with an underscore anyway.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
So, yeah,
So
you can-
if I do,
and I'm not sure whether capital B is correct.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think that when you do D, if you do capital D, it just deletes it. And if you do lowercase d, it says, "Are you sure?" So
okay,
then
and
if,
we have
yeah.
remote
Not you need to
Just-
do a origin main. Remote is
Origin.
just a placeholder.
I see. So does that look correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. And then that since you had already pulled on main, that should be correct also. That would have been another way to do it too. The origin / main when you're making a branch, that's also good if you have a specific branch, like if you are trying to test against 2411 instead of main.
That's
Things
true.
like that.
I would regardless, I would always recommend that you track origin main when you create a bug like that, because it's just you will, well, at least in my shell thing config, it then tells me you are behind this and this many commits behind main, you know.
Perfect. I didn't think about that, but yes, that's a great way to do it. So then what I would do is I would do git bz apply your bug.
All right.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And then
I'm glad it applied. That was really a moment of like, how's this next hour gonna go? What are we gonna talk about?
yeah, it's true. That's part of why is just like making sure it still applies cleanly, because we shouldn't need to actually do anything with that, but we do need to update if you go to circnav inc. Yep, you're already there. And
Yeah.
then we can look at, I'm just looking at the diff in the
Yeah.
bug to see exactly how you did it
So all we did was add this
at
chunk
branch limit.
up to
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
So then I need to put that here, right?
Yep.
And now what?
So save it, and then in your you should be able to just Control S.
I
And
hit it.
then in your terminal, we'll want to, because we didn't do this earlier, we'll want to probably need to restart all and yarn build.
Do the underscore.
Yeah.
But here you don't need to rebuild what you're on.
Okay.
Restart also, no?
So then if you go to your browser, your interface, and if you do holds Q there, and
Yep.
and just make sure, yeah, that was both things. So now it's working both places. Yay.
Yay.
I don't think there's any other places that it links, but one thing we could do is if you go back into VS Code and if you hit the search on the left, the magnifying glass, and search for like circ/view underscore holds q.pl, that'll just tell you, you can see it's in circnav, it's in circ home, view holds qtt. Oh, in the template. If you click on, yeah, there. Oh, in the breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
So,
do that.
So we need to put that there too.
yeah, I think so. Before you save this, go back into your browser. Yep.
Yeah, the
click on that.
breadcrumbs just go back to here.
Yeah. And so that should probably also go to the,
So save.
yep. And then we can go refresh the page. Oh yeah, because we've got
I
to,
gotta go somewhere else. But that
oh,
didn't have it at all. Okay. Yep, it's in there now.
perfect. So then we can do git add.
Ooh,
Oh.
shoot.
I do that too.
Alright, yeah, add.
And then we want to, well, one thing you can do is you can do get status.
Okay.
And then you can just get add. And then if you do like koha dash and then start tabbing. And then do an I,
Oh, what happened?
Oh,
just
you
an
tapped-
I.
You tapped twice, so it gave you suggestions.
Yep.
Do I need an eye right now?
Mm-hmm. And then tab, because there's two options basically, and then tab again. Same thing. Or just hit enter. Yeah.
Okay.
So then that adds it. And
And I
then
need the other red one.
yeah. But you can do the tabbing again, and I think yep. Because you had added the other one, so you just needed to tap through.
Okay.
Then we need our git commit.
I don't have that one written down anyway.
I always have to look it up unless I've done it like today. Which I haven't. Oh, come on. There we go. Because my computer decided to crash earlier.
Now, if you
So
want to, there's 2 patches, couldn't you just git commit and go from there? Rather than trying to add the new changes into your existing patch?
yeah, and that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
As a QA follow-up. So I have too many bookmarks. Okay.
The difference being you could get your first patch to include all of this and make it look like you did it right from the first place. But it's easier to just make it be 2 patches and then you can see like, yeah, I did half of it and then I came back and did the rest.
Iffy.
Pro tip: you stop caring pretty soon about these kinds of things.
Yeah. Okay, so git well, I have it somewhere. I guess actually, do I have it in my
What are you trying to do? Maybe I know it off the top of my head.
just commit it?
Um,
I don't know if you usually do where you commit it and then do the
do you-
apply or attach.
well, I do, yeah, I do a commit and then I just attach the commit.
Okay. When I'm signing off, I usually just attach it and update the commit message as I'm attaching it. So I always have to remember where the commit is.
I think I'm missing some context.
Yeah, I would just hit git commit with nothing else here.
Yeah.
Okay, I will hit enter.
Is the editor
Oh, yeah.
configured? Okay.
Okay. So this will do our commit message, which I'm just gonna put the wiki in the chat again from last time. So we'll do bug with a capital B.
Am I ready to type or do I have to push something?
Oh, you have to push I.
I for insert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So bug.
Space bug number 36455
Okay.
colon space open parentheses follow dash up all lowercase
Lowercase.
end parentheses and then the patch description again, which is the default the hold queue linked to your link to your logged in library.
And I just copy and paste
Yeah.
this. Does that need the dash? No.
No, the dash was before the follow-up. Or no, doesn't need the dash. We do the colon instead.
So like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Then new line.
Sorry.
And then we would just say, also
Yeah.
fix the link on Circ Inc. and in breadcrumbs.
Do I leave another line, a space between this and that?
Oh, I think yes.
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay, so also fix the link.
And this, like, you could probably get real like numbered steps, check this thing and then check this thing, but that might be a little overkill here. Because it really is like click these other two links and they work too.
Yep. And then escape colon
That's all.
WQ.
This is all I need here.
Yeah.
WQ.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then just do git log. And so it shows your follow-up there as head, as well as your original patch, but we don't need to change anything with your original patch because it applied cleanly. So you can hit Q and it'll just take you back to the terminal. And then this one is the git bz space attach -e. Oh, space -e. Space 36455 space all capital head. And that should be correct.
You could get over definitive and say tilde1 ... to say only do the one patch, but you don't have to.
Okay, so I can hit enter right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then we'll want to hit I, because you need to edit again. We don't need to obsolete your patch, but on line 10, we do need to delete that. And then escape colon WQ. Enter. Yay. So now I can
Yay.
sign off again. Cool. And then you can get checkout main.
Cool. Okay. No, I'm in the wrong place. Check out main.
And then if you do get branches space -L, I think we'll list them. So you can just see what your branch, oh, maybe branch. Space -L, okay. Oh, or just branch. So then you can do get branch space -D. And then space bug 3 and then tab. Enter. And then the same thing, but you can just tab after B. Yep. Enter. So just to keep from getting, I had to delete like 25 branches last week because I kept forgetting to delete them when I was done. And so I try to do it when I'm done with it instead of leaving it there for me to be confused as to why I have 30 branches for things I'm not working on.
Ah, that's interesting. I actually keep all the bugs because it saves the local state, you know?
Yeah.
I have like 400 branches.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, and like the stuff that I'm working on, like I have branches for the bugs that I'm currently writing patches for. But if I'm like testing something and make a new branch, I usually just delete it. And if it's something like this, I would just delete it just to keep things clean because the patches are so small. But like the holds local holds priority bug that I'm working on, I will probably keep that branch until it is pushed because there's a lot going on there.
Actually
So
makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Jason, for driving.
Sure.
Andrew, you had a bug we were talking about earlier that might be good for someone to test.
Yeah, it was that acquisitions-y one. Let me find that number.
Ooh, acquisitions bugs are always fun to test.
Yeah, it's one of the ones about staging a mark record into a basket. Where did it go? It is 39282.
When adding an order from file, if it doesn't include item. Oh, yeah. So of course, we don't have a example file, do we?
I've got, here's a mark file that
Oh,
has
yep, there is. I
975
see it
fields
now.
set up. Oh, did he put one on there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nick put one on there.
Oh,
So,
nice.
does someone else have their dev box up and would be interested in driving to test this bug?
Next
Maybe
time.
John? Maybe John, since we know you have a functional dev box.
I can try.
Okay.
I'm gonna move things over. That is the wrong screen. Hold on a second. We're off to a, see, this is even better than typing wrong. I can't even share the right screen.
Happens to all of us.
The problem is my screen numbers are backwards from what they should be. So it gets me confused. Okay.
Cool.
What am I doing?
So we're going to, yep. And then git pull just to make sure you're you're all up to date. Cool. And then I usually restart all just to make sure. Underscore all, yeah.
Yeah, I have not tried connecting to Bugzilla through here, so we'll see if that works, I guess.
Okay. So we'll do git checkout space -b and then bug underscore 39282 space origin/main. Enter. So now you're set up on a new bug branch tracking origin main, and we need to apply our bug. So we'll do get easy.
Lisette, Nick's third patch is a test fix. No, third and fourth are both things that he wants you to apply the other patches and show that the test fails and then apply the
Oh,
test patch.
perfect. So we'll do the interactive. So get BZ space apply space 39282.
That's it.
Yep. And then do I, because we want to do interactively. We only want to apply, let's see.
We want just the first two. Oh no, actually the bottom two, which are the first two chronologically. Yeah, so you're gonna comment out. Yeah, that one and that one.
Wait, it says unit. I think we want the unit tests.
Oh, okay.
Ensure
Yeah,
items are created
maybe.
using item information. Apply the unit test. Then,
Okay, so
Yeah,
which ones do I not want?
so you just want the very top one. All the other three should be commented out for now, according to the test plan. And then,
Is this Vim?
yep. So then escape : WQ, enter.
Okay, did I
Yep,
do that right?
okay. Yep, it did. It has the applying bug there. There was no problems. So then in the bug, step 2 there has a prove
Prove
command.
failing.
Yeah, prove -v. That just runs the test. So if you copy that in and hit enter. So no files. Oh, can't detect the source of it. It's expected to fail, it says. So then if you go to your dev box, I mean your
Okay.
interface.
Oh, actual koha interface.
Yeah,
Okay.
the localhost 8080.
Yeah,
One,
it's thinking a
8081.
second.
There we go. And then go to the,
Oh, 1 second. It
Yep.
did fail, but it did fail for the wrong reason.
oh no,
Because when you get this output, it means that the test itself can't be found.
oh yeah, okay. Result no tests. Good catch.
It's weird.
Oh,
Maybe you
okay.
do a git show to see what the last bug, the last commit introduced. And then we get changes to core mark order T. It's weird that there's something, it's a typo in the test plan? Because it should be present. T DB dependent koha mark order T.
I'm not sure what I'm looking for here.
T DB dependent core mark order T. Mark order T. Ah, this should have run the test. It's really weird. Maybe do a file space and then the path to the test again.
Which is T/DB.
T
If you tab, it should fill it
yeah.
out.
DB dependent
Capital K koha, and
Yeah.
then
mark order T. Mark
Yeah.
order T. And it's present.
Hmm.
Mark.
It doesn't have an S on the end. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
is
mark
there?
order instead of mark orders.
okay. All right.
So if you go up, like press the up arrow a couple
Yep.
times
If
till
I'm
you get
in the
back
right
to
way.
the prove command. There we go.
Oh. mhm.
And then you can just fix the. Okay, so
Now
it
it
did fail this
fails
time, but it
for the right
failed.
reason.
It
For the right
failed
reason.
correctly.
Yes.
Task failed successfully. Okay.
Just wanted to say.
So now if you go to your koha interface,
I'd like to interject that if you just watched all that and thought, how in the world would I have known that that test failed the wrong way? That amount of uncertainty would be a very fair thing to put on the bug and like, hey, this is the weird stuff the test said. What? And then
Yeah.
let somebody come back and try to figure it out.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
one expects you if you just test and are not like, no one expects you to know these kinds of things. Just ask on the bug.
Yep.
And everybody's been really nice when they've come along to my the bugs I've tried to test and told me things like, you put an S where there wasn't supposed to be an S, because it's easy to do.
Yep. So if you go into the administration settings, we need to set some things in the mark item fields to order. So more, oh yeah, that works too.
Or I could do it down in the command line.
Yeah,
Well,
probably easier to just do the,
clicky.
like more up on the top there. You can hit that and then administration.
I'd never click on the really small thing.
And then if you just search mark item fields,
Oh, mark item fields. There it is.
then, yep, he's got some in the,
I think his test plan actually means put those first 3 values into mark fields to order and then
Oh.
don't put anything into mark item fields to order.
Oh yeah, because mark item fields isn't supposed to have anything,
yep,
right?
And this would be a fair place to post on the bug. Hey, Nick, you contradicted yourself in your test plan. What did you mean?
Right, just those 3?
yep, and then save that. If you scroll, yep. And then we'll go to acquisitions. And I don't think there are any baskets by default.
Do I need a vendor? Is there a vendor set up by default?
I think there's
Think you
one
can
vendor with a basket. But
There's one
There it is.
vendor
Oh.
set
Oh,
up by
yep.
default in an empty basket.
Perfect. So then we'll want to,
From a new,
Nope,
not
nope.
from a new
From a new
stage
file.
file. Yeah. It's taking some time here. I'm gonna pull this over here. I'm selecting the file, but I had all kinds of weird stuff in there I didn't want to put on YouTube.
nope,
Um,
okay. So,
I don't need to worry about this really for this test, right?
I think it says, let's see,
Do not, that's okay.
set matching at the top of the form for do not look for matching records. And save. Yep.
Okay, so that's on the next page though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then hit the save here.
Oh, so I'm not
Yes.
supposed to go in and put a default item in, okay.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
So, see, I was gonna say, you can see if you don't have it chosen, you have to. At least that's been my experience using it. Maybe I'm doing it wrong though.
no, I think you're right. You got to hit all the required fields at least.
okay. Then if you click on the name of the item, the alchemist. There we go. That's what's expected at this point.
Okay.
So in the command line, if you koha dash my, oh, no space. My SQL space. I think if you just do K tab, it'll fill it out for you. Yeah. So that opens up if you hit enter. And then if you do, this gets us into the SQL database. If you do select asterisk from items where home branch is null.
Oh,
Oh,
branch is one word.
semicolon.
and home branch needs to be
Oh, and home branch needs to be one word, but it'll tell you that.
Okay.
So if you just add the semicolon, and then delete the space between home and branch.
Yeah, it needs to be
Oh.
Lowercase.
That's case sensitive, so well,
Yeah.
I'm too
items.
spoiled by the web interface where I can just do whatever. So
Use the trade-off, I guess. You could do other fancy stuff here.
But the keywords you don't have to capitalize actually. But it's
So-
bad style.
So just from items where home branch also underscore. Or not underscore.
no
is
underscore.
Underline, lowercase. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And then semicolon.
Okay, this is a horrible monstrosity of different cases, but
Do except for instead of a semicolon, what's this slash called?
I think it's just slash.
Backslash?
Backslash capital G, right?
Oh, that's why
This is the
that's.
trade-off for case sensitivity. This is the thing I really love being able to do here that you can't do in the standard.
You still need to
Oh.
go up one more time.
wrong
then-
slash.
Capital
the slash. No, the slash is correct.
Okay,
Capital
remove-
G.
Yeah, and a space between the line term. You need to do a space after null, and then right, and then capital G.
I don't know if you need the space.
G.
G.
G. Okay,
Yeah, maybe it's not needed, but
Enter.
enter.
there.
Oh, nice.
So that's a formatting option. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
it
great.
makes things so much more readable.
Yeah. Especially if you just have one thing and you're like, I just need to get everything for this one item.
Yeah,
So there's an item, but it's like completely empty.
Because there's no home branch,
Okay.
so it's messed up. So the next step is to apply the rest of the patches. So if you just go back up, or actually if you Control R, or exit and then Control R, sorry.
Let me just. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Escape or delete, or
There, did that.
there we go. Then if you go Control R, that opens up like a reverse search. And if you
Okay.
type in apply
That one.
and enter. Do we need to do interactive again, or do we just say yes because it'll know not to reapply the test?
Well, he wants you to apply one of the patches and then do another test and then another
No,
patch.
it says repeat. It says apply the rest of the patches.
But then he's got comment 6 and comment 7 where he added more patches later.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so
He's made this one hard.
if we apply the one that says clarify, so and then we'll comment out everything except the third one.
If you did forget to comment out the one that's already on there, it would roll with that fine. It would just say this patch is here already.
Cool.
I think.
Escape colon
Right with the escape always gets me.
WQ.
Nope.
Because we got to write and then quit. And then we want to do that prove again. So you can do that Control R to reverse for prove. And that's the correct one because it doesn't have an S. Again, it failed for the correct reason. It did find the test.
Whoa, it went too far up.
Oh,
My mouse just went nuts. That's all.
yep.
I was just gonna scroll on the top of it to make sure there was nothing up there you needed to read. But okay.
I think that the summary report should tell you. Then we're going to apply. This time you should be able to just like go up to. And then when it comes up. And we want to use generated mark record.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
go up a couple. Yep. Oh, that still failed.
It failed less, didn't it?
I think the test plan is really just, it is really confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
one
what-
less test failed.
Yeah, that seems right. Put the last patch on and then we'll be happy.
Yeah, let's try that. So if you just, yeah, that works.
Just the
We
last
want
one.
the ensure is the one that we haven't done, right? Or was the use generated? I think the
That's-
ensure was the one we haven't done.
Try it, I guess. I can do things and I can remember things. I can't do things and remember things at the same time. That looked better.
Success. So then what we should probably do is go. It doesn't say to, but we should probably go add another. Okay, so let's go back to Koha.
It says to repeat steps
Yep.
6 to
I-
10 in the main one to make
Oh.
sure
Yep.
it works properly. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always
Oh.
find some of these bugs with lots of patches and various things to do. It does get confusing sometimes. Sometimes I'd prefer just a nice consolidated test plan step by step, but sometimes when they've added things later, it
Should I
gets-
delete this existing one here?
You should probably cancel order and delete record. Over, down, and to the right. Yes, cancel. Okay, then if we add to basket from yeah.
And then this should now not cause a 500 error. Hmm.
Oh,
Did I need to restart Koha after applying that patch?
Yeah, maybe do a restart all and try again.
Get rid of this first. Yep, I know it's an error. Let me out of here. Okay, so restart all. Oh, I should have probably finished deleting the thing before I tried that. Oh well.
Shouldn't matter, in my opinion.
That's
Yeah, depending on your hardware, this can take a while.
there we go.
get rid of that other tab before I get confused.
Actually, before you do this, go back to the command line
Sure.
and just do
Actually, I'm going to go to my other one because I was in here for everything else.
oh yeah. Do the like get log.
That?
Yep. So we've got 1, 2. Sure items are created, use generated mark, scroll down, or you might have to hit like enter. And then
Okay, yeah,
clarify.
it's all
Yep,
four.
okay, so you have all four. Just wanted to make sure since we were in between things. So then if you, yep, Q, we can go back to the Firefox.
And now I'm going to add to the basket and do those steps again.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking for the upload progress to upload from my computer to my computer. All right, stage. Oop. Hey, there's an item.
Yes. So next so it worked.
Seems to.
So now it's time to do sign off. Back on the command line.
My mouse keeps wanting to go all the way to the top of my every time I go in there. I don't
I
know
have the
why.
same issue with VS Code. It's really annoying.
Okay,
then-
so
If you do get space SO. Oh, no, just space. A space, not type out space.
oh,
Space. And then there's 4 patches, so 4. Enter.
get SO4 enter.
So get sign off. Oh no, that's what that is. That's what that does. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And then if you do get space BZ space, oh no, I'm saying the space.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm very literal
Attach.
mode right now.
Space dash E space. What's the bug number? 39282 space, and then all capital head. And then we have 4, and this might be something that David or Paul or Andrew can be helpful with, is that can we do one that attaches all of them? Or do we have to do?
Drop the E flag. I always drop the E flag and then manually do it on Bugzilla.
Oh.
I bet there is another way to do this.
I normally do it the little squiggle 4 ... and that
Yeah.
works fine.
That's what I do. Do attach.
I'm not. What's the squiggle called? It's,
Tilde?
Tilde.
next to the
Tilde.
tilde. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 4 ...
So yeah, attach minus E.
Attach minus E.
Yeah. And then after head, no space.
4.
4 ... I'm not. I think the ... just goes to the. I don't know what the ... does, but
All right.
It's very important.
But this
but
is
it
the
doesn't work if you don't do it. Yes.
Yeah.
but this is what I want to hit enter on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you've got the bug number right.
Uh,
And yes, you have. I was just.
Yeah, that is totally
Why?
something I would screw up
why?
just because I type.
Oh no,
No,
press
the
Y.
character,
Oh, why?
why?
Oh,
Cool.
And so if we want to obsolete all 4 of them then, right? Because we're doing all 4.
It's weird.
You don't
I
need
would-
to change any of that. I've never changed any of that.
Oh, okay.
I just scroll down to status signed off and take away the hash.
Yep.
Maybe it will try to edit the other 3 as well.
It does all the others. So yeah,
And then
do those
escape.
escape. and
escape?
then-
Okay, the other obsoletes don't need to be. I'm pointing at my screen, so that's
No.
helpful.
And then colon WQ.
right, quit.
And you have to do that part fairly
Quite
fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't do it quick enough, it does this. So just do that again.
No, I think this is a different problem. I think
Oh,
he
is
said
it?
he hasn't actually done anything on Bugzilla yet.
Oh
since he
yeah,
set up
maybe
his
it didn't.
KTD. So you
Maybe it
might need
didn't
to,
sign you into Bugzilla.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you test a connection to Bugzilla? Is there anything I could type in real quick?
That's,
Well, you just
it's
you
in your
just did.
dot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Continue
it's
to-
the best test available.
If you go git log, yeah, and just press enter, it'll show whether it's got your sign off line there. So that means, yeah, so you can quit that. I won't get you to show us your .env file because that has your username and password in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to check that where we can't see it.
Yeah, I know I had a special character in there.
oh yeah, that'll do it. I had to
I
take,
escaped it, but I don't know if that matters. Does it work?
I just took the special character out of mine
Okay. Let me,
and changed my password in Bugzilla also to not have the special.
yes.
Yeah, I think my last name made my Bugzilla mad at some point.
Yeah. I used to have something like that and then it got fixed, but then I think I'd already changed my password. So, and it was whether you
I'm
put
just
it
going
in
to change my
quotes or
password
not.
real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to move all your heads out of the way. My computer is not loving this all the stuff going on. Change. Now did that. And so it's sudo. I got to be in the.
Put in the chat a screenshot of the file that John needs to edit to make this work with my password blocked out, because that seemed like the most reasonable way to like show an example of, hey, this is the thing you would go edit. So that would be, you have to get out of the Koha shell.
Yeah, I've got a terminal on the other
okay.
window.
Yeah, and it'd be in the same directory where you put all your Koha testing Docker stuff. And yeah, it's the file name .env.
Yeah, I'm almost done now. I had to change my password on FileZilla.
Do
Not
you,
FileZilla, Bugzilla.
if you change stuff in your .env file, do you have to shut down KDD and
Yes.
start it up for it to recognize the changes you've made?
Yes.
I think it does, but
Is it enough to close the terminal to access KTD in a new terminal tab? Or do you
I
have
guess
to
we
bring
can
KTD all the way down?
A new term,
can
a new
find-
KTD shell.
yeah, we could find out.
Yeah.
All right,
What's up?
I will.
And honestly, even if we end up taking your testing Docker all the way down and all the way back up and reapplying all those patches, we don't need to test them over again because we know they work.
Yeah. Okay.
If
can
we
see that
don't,
now, right?
if we don't change anything, the bug will still be applied. So you should
Yeah, true.
still, yeah.
All right. So, what was the thing I was doing before that went wrong? I was back at the top again.
If you
It
just
was the attach command.
up a couple.
Oh yeah. Even in a different terminal will do that.
No, no.
Yeah.
But if you do it in the terminal that it was failing in earlier, you can copy and paste it out.
That one.
Yep.
Can I just drag on this?
Maybe.
Okay, it says some key by. I'm just gonna type it again. All right, get easy attach E39282 head squiggly 4 dot dot, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, got
Why?
to put Y. Yep.
Okay,
And then
and then I just do sign off.
Yep.
Mhm. And then, yep. Still
You
didn't.
need
So,
to
yeah.
you need to restart KDD.
Yeah, seems
oh,
like
so shut down KDD and start it up.
Just
however
you have to exit
if
first.
you have to exit. Yep. And wherever you've got it running, you control C or that works as well.
Oh, yeah, it's over here.
Oh, well, it's picked it up anyway.
Sorry for making this go long. I wasn't necessarily
oh, you're good.
sure what I'm doing.
All interesting to people watching, right?
It's all weird when you haven't done it before. So
All right, and I'm gonna go back to KTD up over here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And KTDT up again.
David, what time is it there?
Where
Where David is?
like 12 minus from me, it's like 7 a.m. No,
I could believe it, but we lost it.
That's how late it is.
Yep. It's much earlier. It's earlier there than it is here.
7 a.m. tomorrow.
yeah, it's
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
in the future.
Earlier in the day, but a day ahead.
Yeah, we really need to work on making the startup process a bit faster.
It might be my computer too.
Yeah, that's also a factor, but it's a lot of work. That's always done when starting up. Because with other Dockerized environments, for most of them, it's like just a couple milliseconds. And here it's like a minute or so.
At some point, I set my KTD to always start this in the background, so you don't like watch all this. It doesn't steal your tab, but then you just end up sort of sitting around wondering if it's done yet, and that's not really more helpful.
Yeah, you can do KTD logs.def. Then you can follow it, even if you started it with the detached flag.
Oh, sure, that makes sense.
I just had another tab open. That's what I was planning on. Then I opened up one of the terminals, so I have tabs with
Yeah, they
terminals all
now
over the place.
another thing you can do is like Control Z, but it doesn't work anymore. That's for sending a process to the background, but it doesn't work anymore because now the Docker CLI wants to own your screen basically, and I don't know why they changed it. I hate it. So unnecessary in a way.
All right. Now I need to go back into KDT.
That's KTD.
Yep, I need to spell it correctly. All right, and does it remember? It does not remember, so it's get bz attach
Dash
e.
E. Yep.
We're really making you build up your muscle memory on this one.
That's good. I probably need it.
2A2, not 828.
See, that's why I'm going fast now, and that's why I like to do things slow.
Yeah, that's actually dangerous if you push to the wrong or attach to the wrong bug.
I have made
people-
that mess and cleaned that mess, and it's a
Me
pain.
too.
All right, so everyone says that's right, right?
Dot dot.
Yeah, 2 dots.
Dot dot. All right. And then I hit yes,
Correct.
and then I go down to signed off. And it failed again.
Try one time without the E flag, without the edit flag.
What would that do? So this is just gonna like log in and view it?
It just will do what you it will just attach it for patches, and then you need to manually update the status on Bugzilla. There's something wrong with your config still.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't test it before I got here, so I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, I remember I struggled with this too when I set it up on this computer. If you scroll up, like all the way to the top of this. Because I don't
The
think it's
login's not right, so I would check in a window where you can't where you get that you can log into Bugzilla on the web interface with whatever you've got in your .env file.
Would John have closed his terminal and restarted it? Does that matter? Okay. These are like my half scraps of understanding of the whole process.
The thing is the env file is loaded into the state of the Docker compose stack, and then it doesn't matter how you access the shell, it should be set, but I think it's just incorrect, the password or something like that.
all right, I'm gonna stop sharing for a second because I keep getting this stop sharing thing is bugged and now it's following my mouse around.
Hey, in the interest of accomplishing this sign off, John, would you mind if I put the sign off on that bug?
I do not mind at all.
What's your email address?
jvink@austinseminary.edu.
AUSTIN?
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Because I will spell it wrong, no matter how simple it is.
Yes, because I know we're after time here. You can just direct everyone to the YouTube recording. If you have any questions.
Just for the sake of sharing what I'm doing. I applied that bug locally. Well, first I typed the bug number wrong, and then I applied that bug locally. And then I'm saying git sign off by 4 patches, John. I was going to think about it for a second. But then if I git log and put John in there as the sign off.
Hey,
282. Off and Wabadaqua. And there we go.
Oh, I learned something. It actually works with the -e flag.
That's how I learned to do it.
Yeah, I think I messed it up one time and then I never did it again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's how I learned to do it as well. So
Seems correct. Works perfectly. Great.
Great. I think that that wraps up this meeting of the koha-US Baby Dev Special Interest Group. Our next meeting will be, I will be out of the office because after Hackfest at the end of next month, I'm going to Italy for a few days. So I will not be back in time for the one on the 10th. Does someone else want to run it? Like maybe Andrew
Or I can do that.
that day?
Yeah.
So Andrew will be in charge on April 10th.
Find something truly destructive to do. And change it to purple. Purple koha.
Thanks everyone for coming, and if you have questions, feel free to put them on the chat. I mean the mailing list, or also there's the Mattermost for the Koha community is a great resource. And yeah, thanks for coming, everyone.
Real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm getting I'm on the mailing list for this group.
Oh, let's see. There's only been like one email so far.
Oh, okay.
And it was
Maybe
just
for him then.
from John. Or
yeah, that was
ago?
when I was trying to set up my KTD on Monday. And then there were 2 announcements that you had made earlier.
Yeah, let's see. This is the Google group, but I think I can also.
Oh, no, I see you shared something with me.
Yep. No, you're not on here. I should be able to add you. Do you have what's your email?
The Arthur at slowlibrary.org.
Yep. Once I started typing it grabbed you out of my contacts. Okay, so I just added you. Is there anyone who's here?
Yeah.
I guess Andrew's not part of this.
Oh. Whoops.
Quick, put him in before he changes his mind.
I'm working on becoming a koha-US member. That's my big goal for the week.
Aren't you the president?
I am the president. I gotta get Cindy to click a thing to make the
Oh, I should probably. we should probably have just said who's all the Bywater people who need to renew.
Or I could pay the $25 out of pocket and get on with my life.
That's what I usually do because I keep forgetting to actually do it and send it to Cindy. So, but I also need to become a member. I haven't renewed yet this year.
Oh,
And
I've heard
update my email with John because I don't check that email enough.
the new koha-US treasurer is a real firebrand. He's chasing us.
Oh yeah, who's the new treasurer?
That Wally guy.
Oh, okay. Hi, Wally. Can't remember who it was, so.
They're all very polite every time I mention it in a board meeting that I haven't managed to pay for my membership yet. They all sort of smile and nod like, yeah, we know.
Okay. Well, I think we'll wrap this one up. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I
Bye.
apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Learning opportunities.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's learning. All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.